welcome to SBR Videos. Today is Saturday and this is the perfect time to talk some NHL. And here with us is handicapper Ross Benjamin. Thanks for being here. Could you share with the viewers the college basketball upsets?
It's always a pleasure to be here, Sylvia, and thank you for having me once again. I have 4 college basketball games that I've identified as the strongest possibilities for an upset. Of course, in all 4 of these instances, I'm going to take the points as an additional bonus, so let's get right to them. Let's start with the game between the Virginia Cavaliers and the Louisville Cardinals tonight, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time at Louisville. The Louisville Cardinals find themselves in a rare spot as a home underdog, and justifiably so against the number 2 ranked Virginia Cavaliers. According to the current betting odds, Virginia is a 2.5-point favorite. The Cardinals will enter this regular season finale in an ornery mood after suffering a 71-59 setback on their home floor at the hands of Notre Dame in their previous game. The loss of sophomore guard Chris Jones, who was thrown off the team for a violation of team rules, was certainly a big blow, especially considering the Cardinals lacked quality depth to start with. Jones was averaging 13.7 points per game at the time of his departure, but one thing you can be rest assured of: Rick Pitino will have his team well prepared and ready to go. I like the Louisville Cardinals to bounce back here and spring the upset over the number 2 ranked Virginia Cavaliers. Louisville plus 2.5 over Virginia. Our next game we're going to look at Davidson at Duquesne, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Davidson is currently a 7.5-point road favorite in this contest. Well, Davidson has gone a terrific 8-0 straight up in ATS in their last 8 games heading into this regular season finale. Davidson is coming off a monumental effort in an 82-55 blowout home win over nationally ranked VCU in their last outing. With the Atlantic 10 Conference Tournament and the NCAA Tournament in their sights, this appears to be a potential flat spot for the sizable road favorite tonight. By the way, Duquesne has gone 4-0 straight up in ATS in their last 4 games at home and won those contests by an average of 11.3 points per game. We're going to take Duquesne plus 7.5 over Davidson. Our next game is a Mountain West affair. Wyoming travels to New Mexico to take on the Lobos at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. New Mexico is listed as a 2.5-point home favorite in this contest. This is an extremely important game for the Wyoming Cowboys. They still have a legitimate chance to gain an at-large bid to the big dance if they fail to win their conference tournament, and can ill afford what would be perceived to be a bad loss at this juncture. The Cowboys will be riding the momentum of a 76-53 blowout win over a red-hot Utah State team in their previous game. They will be facing a Lobos team tonight that has gone a dismal 0-8 straight up in ATS in their previous 8 games. Urgency will prevail in this one. I like the Wyoming Cowboys plus 2.5 over the New Mexico Lobos. And finally, the Colorado State Rams travel to Logan, Utah tonight to take on the Utah State Aggies at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Colorado is currently a 2-point favorite in this regular season finale for both teams. There will be a plethora of emotion in Logan, Utah tonight for this regular season finale. Longtime head coach Skip Morrow will be calling it quits at the end of the season, and the Aggies will surely be extra motivated against a very good Colorado State club. Utah State had their 6-game win streak snapped in their previous contest at Wyoming. Putting that game aside, they have been terrific down the final stretch of the regular season. The Grey Dog equalizer for college basketball underdogs is a 3-point shot, and the Aggies have converted on an excellent 42.1% of their long-distance attempts at home this season. There are way too many underlying factors to ignore here regarding the home underdog in this contest. I'm going to play on the Utah State Aggies plus 2 over Colorado State. Reviewing quickly, once again, Louisville plus 2.5 over Virginia, Duquesne plus 7.5 over Davidson, Wyoming plus 2.5 over New Mexico, and Utah State plus 2 over Colorado State. Good luck to everyone and have a fantastic weekend.
Great information. There you have it, guys. Good luck to everyone. And thanks for your time, Ross. This is Silvia for SBR Picks.